It's not that they give the ang kueh. Sauerkraut is not sour. So you need to
Sauerkraut?
What you want?
우지천아.
Then there's a curry chicken. It all looks the same.
Yeah, exactly. 맛있겠다.
So the food stand out, right? The guy was just sitting like that. It's only $1.
맛있어, 치즈.
Everything to take out that blood. So you will have enoki mushroom. I would like to put some tteokbokki so that it will absorb the soup later. You will have some cabbage, not like it's too fatty, and
Why you open? Oh my god.
because you're supposed to open.
Is it?
Yeah. Not enough, you can season some more later.
said I'm very busy.
The shop's still open. 됐습니다. 오, 맛있겠다. 라이스. 라이스 진짜 맛있겠다.
Someone crazy over that.
Of course.
I know you don't like the cocoa like this. The rice, you cook the fat first, then you
Please taste. This is
okay, bye.
very light.
Has a light. A little bit. That's good. See, I help you finish.
Thank you. You know how to eat.
No, I just lazy.